Alright, well, where we left off last time, about 2 weeks ago, the party had begun and continued, I believe, their battle in deep below Bryn'Shander, borderline Underdark territory, as they not so much fully prevented, but stopped the climax of or what you assume to have climaxed, stopped the climax of the ritual that had been cast on Bryn'Shander itself. The party had fought Derogneil, and in a large twist of fate, Big Tune with his thunderous smite almost cleaved a large hole into Derogneil, who was very quickly afterwards put down, and the party soon after found that it was not just him, and that there was another creature that was summoned out from the void. As Derogneil himself, his body disappeared and entered a second stage, the party began to realize that this might not be a great time if this goes on a bit too much longer, and Ono, with a fantastic Arcana roll, I believe, realized that whatever's helping Derogneil, this second phase of him, he seems to be tethered to the sphere that was in the middle, and by attacking the sphere, you were able to pull Derogneil back into it, pulling him out of the battle temporarily each time it was done. And then the party did enough damage to the sphere that it destroyed the sphere with a audible pop, leaving just the large creature, the Dragoloth, for the group to deal with. As Ono had fallen temporarily, he's currently going to be rolling death saves on the ground. We will resume combat.
Did that so casually, bro.
Speaking
Quick
of which,
question before we start. Go ahead.
no. It's your turn to ask a question.
We destroyed the giant gem in the middle.
Correct.
Could be remembering it wrong, but it seemed like the ground to Bryn'Shander was almost like clear, like we could see everybody dying up there essentially. Can we still see that, or is it now we always see is the cave from where we're at?
When the sphere itself was destroyed, the images that were projected on the ceiling also stopped appearing.
Oh, it was a projection. I misheard it as we could like physically see miles above. Okay, gotcha.
No. It was like projected illusions of like what's going on the surface from various points of view.
Gotcha.
And I guess I have a quick question then too.
Sure.
Just for looking at the initiative order here. As far as we know, as of right now, Derogneil is currently inside that sphere and has not reappeared.
The sphere itself has disappeared officially. I haven't removed it from the map yet. It was shrinking as time went on with the damage that was done to it, but it is now gone. And you have not seen Derogneil reappear since it popped.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was just getting at. Like, I mean, whatever. If he stays on the initiative order, I don't care. I just wanted to make sure I remembered that correctly.
Well, let me just remove it.
Well,
We'll find out.
I like that too.
Get rid of him then.
And then go ahead.
Continue. No, please continue.
Yeah, you're only keeping
I was
me
gonna say,
from,
since it's
like
the-
failing a death save.
No, I'm still just trying to understand some of Aethros's abilities. Now that it's the top of the round, is the dude here getting hit with a moonbeam right away,
He
or
gets
is that
hit with the
only on like
moonbeam.
his turn and the?
Correct. It
On
is
his
on his
turn.
turn, or if he were to walk through it for the first time on a turn. So if he
Gotcha.
if he strolled through it on his turn, he would take damage, or if he starts his turn there, he takes damage.
Gotcha.
I believe it's 2d6, if I'm not mistaken.
something
I
like
thought it
that.
was 2d10.
Maybe. I'll look it up.
27D1.
Wow.
It is 21d2s.
Yeah, 2D10. It looks like as far as what Aethros rolled, and in the past. Yeah.
It is 2d10. Just for my own frame of reference. And Athros is with his orb 20 feet up in the air. So, there's like, I think Miris and Evrin are the two that are... Yeah, they both would be fully within it because it's like one... Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright.
One of the last things he did was give me temp HP.
Yes.
Correct. Alright. Well, moving into combat, it would be Ono's turn. Oh no. Time for a death save.
It's my turn. Gonna roll the death save.
Come on, 14.
Right.
Call
Nat 20.
Oh,
I want a
14.
Nat 20. Yeah. Give me a Nat 20.
Yeah.
As his
I'm-
limp body just pulls out a D20 out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm like on the ground, like I do the like my hands on my spell book with what bloody like finger etching, scrawling like a symbol ridiculously. Please, that's not a good roll.
Not
Yeah,
great.
I am.
Is
Yeah,
that your first
that's my first one.
fail,
Yeah.
or
That's first fail. So yeah, I'm shoddily scrawling with what little strength I have on my spellbook in blood.
Alright. That'll bring us to Big Tune.
Okay, so with just the way that this, he attacked. Who did he attack? Who did the Dragoloth attack last?
I think it was.
Was it me or was it Mira?
I think it was. If it wasn't me, it might have been.
It
here.
was you, I believe, at the end there, because you...
Okay, so
you had a persuasion that
yeah.
he turned his attention to you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna do what I do, and just swing my sword at him. I got shit else to do.
Whack him, kitty.
Gonna hope so. This here.
16. 16 is gonna hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's go.
Okay. All right.
For another 8.
Twinkle sparkle.
As far as far as anything else, I think that's gonna do it. I
Well,
don't have that.
you're level
Yeah,
5
okay.
now. Don't you get 2 attacks?
Oh yeah, duh! I can swing my sword at him twice. Yeah.
Go, baby.
Thank you for reminding me. Dakota is sitting there. Please.
Oh no, I was just waiting.
It's about to come up.
Like, I'm trying to remember everything about everyone's character. Like, God, come on, guys.
22 is
Hell
gonna hit.
yes. Yo, Twinkle Sparkle, let's go.
Even better. Okay.
Is that a crit on one?
Yeah, you rolled
yeah.
a 4. Yeah, you rolled a 4 on one of them.
4 and a 3. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I. Now that's for real. All I can do.
All right, as you are faced with this intimidating presence, you kind of take 2 more large swings with your long sword. The glimmering appearance cuts deep into the Dragoloth as you see that it's very wounded. That'll bring us to
Yeah.
Athros.
So I will. Oh shoot. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Oh, man.
Oh, you
can't.
Oh, I thought it just automatically
Oh,
started
wait.
your turn. My bad.
Yeah, completely forgot it's still up. So yeah.
Is Moonbeam on its turn or your turn?
Oh yeah, it's on its turn.
Yeah, but you can move it though, right?
True. So yeah, I could move it off and then back on.
Or at least reposition it way better. Not that it's not good. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic. You're perfect. I'm sorry. I'm dead. Shh, quiet.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it right over. Oh no. No. So. Not sure. I'll see if.
You should be able to move it with the measurement controls tab, I think. If you grab the center, it might make it move.
Oh yeah, now it can. So. I can move it up to 60 feet. So I'll move it back a little, and then I'm gonna move it right on top of it again.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
For the 2d10.
Yeah, so technically it should do the damage.
I do believe so.
Moonwave.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right, that's what's up. That's good.
Right,
7.
Another 9.
And then since I'm also still in my what's the name of this, the Radiant Soul thing for my thing, it does another 5 damage of
Okay.
Radiant.
Okay.
I got a question about that.
About what?
Can your ability give temp HP to someone who's down? I imagine not, no, right?
No, it doesn't affect down to persons. Temp HP doesn't do anything.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
I'm gonna move it 25 feet, so I'm gonna be right up next to the guy. And then I'm also gonna go down. I gotta remember how to actually go. My guy down again.
You should have the...
Yeah, I think I found it.
Awesome.
Down 5 feet.
Okay.
And then bonus action, nothing.
Okay.
Special feature? What is that? What bonus action?
Alright, that's it on your turn then?
Yeah, that's gonna be it for my
Okay.
turn.
That'll bring us to Miras.
Finish up, Miras!
I think we'll just do Flame Blade again.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Crit. Just fucking crit right now. Ian, just crit. Okay, not the right crit, Ian.
You didn't specify.
I'm so sorry, Ian. I should have specified a nat 20. That's my fault. I'm dead.
Miras, I want you to roll that attack roll again.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm about to die.
Alright, Athros, your AC, is it less than 24?
Yes.
Okay.
I love it. We have to think about that for you.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, Miras, as you're ready to spell, or the cantrip I should say, into your dagger, you swing it outward. The Dragoloth moves in such a way that you kind of stumble on your feet, and as you spin around, or you finish your arc of your swing, you feel Athros come up behind you, and you end up hitting him with your attack. Go ahead and roll for damage. So it should be your 1d4 plus 1d8, plus, what's your charisma, plus 5. So 1d4 plus 1d8 plus 5. Should just make a macro for that, honestly. Right, so it's all. It would be 1d4 piercing plus 1. Actually, it'd be 1d4. Hold on. It'd be a total of 9 piercing plus 8 fire damage if you have any resistances, Athros.
Not those. So I'll take the full damage.
Okay. As you get hit by this flaming sword, not sword, dagger, as you come down, your body's kind of engulfed in this green flame for about a moment.
Alright, so we'll see if this... okay, I didn't see what the roll is, but it looks like I failed.
Is that your moonbeam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know why you sent it to me. You rolled a 5. Yeah, so there's got to be a setting that I have turned on somewhere. Anyway.
Super great and amazing.
And you're okay. I was like, I forgot about the hex damage, but then I realized that's on the big guy. He's not dead yet.
Yeah,
so
it's not
I'm
not hexed, right?
No. All right. Anything else on your turn, Miras?
Well, that's
Anyway,
Okay. That'll bring us to the big guy. All right. You would feel the ground begin to shake a bit more violently than what it kind of has been since the ritual started. I would say, Ibrin, I want you to make a perception check at this time.
Perception. Wow, that was a whirlwind of stuff there.
You as the rumblings going on the ground, you look back towards the entrance that you came from, and you see that there's a lot of pieces of stone and like stalactite that were hidden beyond the black of the previous room that are now falling down into that chamber. The chamber you feel is probably becoming unstable. You can't quite tell if it's collapsing. You can't see that far into the black abyss in this midst of combat with how wounded you are.
Okay.
As the, you would hear...
Go ahead.
It would be anybody who can speak Elvish would hear the Dragoloth speak. A voice deeper and a bit more feral than that of Droneal. There is only one way out. Your deaths. And you'd hear a maniacal cackle as he turns his attention to
That'd be
Big
me.
Tune. As he makes some attacks.
When he says that, Big Tune says, "One way in, one way out, one way."
Well, do you speak Elvish?
Nope.
I don't actually know who all in the party speaks Elvish. It might just be Ibrin.
I definitely
Literally, there's only like maybe you. Wait, I think Athros, don't you speak Elvish?
No.
Oh, damn.
Draconic.
I speak cooler languages than Elvish, alright? I'm not some pleb elf.
Damn, that's
Also,
legit.
for what it's worth, Dakota, if I don't hear something, it's because I have a upset baby in my arms right now. So
That's fair.
you may just have to say things to me twice.
Okay, no, that's fine. He's going to be making a couple attacks against you.
Okay.
The baby or the Dragoloth?
Yes.
Probably both.
Ooh. 18 is going to miss as he brings his large claw down to try and stop you. You block it with your shield and kind of push it away as he readies his
Riposte.
second claw. Oh, you have riposte.
Let's
Yes.
go, kitty.
Hey, all right, bub. I need to attack. Daddy needs to attack.
Yeah.
I know. All right. Finish.
Here, dude, you do it then.
Oh. All right, child. Gonna have to yell for 2 minutes.
Oh.
Here. I know. I'm so sorry, dude. Fuck.
Damn. Oh man, everything leading up to that felt like it was gonna happen.
Big Tune,
Right.
make a make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. He's mad at me now. No, not stealth, not religion. There we go. Okay.
As you swing your blade, you like trying to recover your balance from pushing the arm away with your shield. You swing your sword hard enough that you almost lose grip of it, but you're able to maintain hold of Flare Glimmer as you complete your follow through.
I was too excited.
It'll be a second attack against you.
All right, no riposte this time.
25 going to hit.
Oh yeah.
Just gotta make sure.
No.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry. Temporary plus 15 armor class.
Yeah.
All right, for 15 damage.
Looks like he came off, so that should be good.
And then he's going to, with one final attack, make a bite attack against you. Ooh, and this one, unfortunately, will also miss. As getting hit by that other claw, you kind of reposition yourself and are able to once again with your shield just kind of push his face out of the way. The salivating mouth dripping now onto the metal surface, but you're able to keep him out of your grips. That'll be the end of his turn, which will bring us to Ebron.
Yeah. All right. How does he look overall? Like, is he struggling? Death's door? Is he doing all right?
He looks like ass. Not a nice ass,
I know what
though.
he looks like, but okay. I'm going to just launch some arrows psionically.
From your
It didn't
from your
work.
bow?
I tried using the hotkey dumb. Yeah, well, my psionic arrows.
I know.
I was trying to make it do the standard roll. I tried putting in the hotkeys down below, 1 through 10, and didn't do it the right way. Standard roll. Pop up. There we go. And I have advantage, correct?
Yes. Alright, 16 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
They had plus 3d6 for sneak attack.
Yep. You're at 3d6 now. Oh, you love to see it. Ebron,
Yeah.
how do you want to do this?
Let's go.
Guys, I think the room is collapsing, and he said there's only one way out, and I'm going to psionically have my dagger basically just shot put it straight, and I want it to go right in the middle of his face with enough momentum where it should make him fall backwards.
Okay. As you fire off this arrow, even with the bloody physique that you have, you steady your aim. You see your allies taking some brutal hits, and you let it off, and it fires off,
Oh no!
hitting the Dragloth square in the face. As it's enough force to Miris and Big Tune and Athros, you all see this pulse of psionic energy that just emanates outward for a foot or two before dissipating, and you watch as the Dragoloth falls backwards onto its back. Its form itself defeated.
If I can ask, how close was he? I see 14 was the damage.
Yeah, he had 10 health left, I think, after
Damn,
our
dude.
flurry of
I
attacks.
was just curious to see if my riposte would have been enough.
So yeah, if 2 of the 3 of our teammates didn't attack our own selves, we probably would have killed it earlier.
That's funny. Sweet. Well, I guess I'd probably go to try to help stabilize.
Wait.
What?
Now that he's down, does anything else happen?
the room itself is still continuing to shake. The party would be able to look back and you see that the pathway that you had come through is now continuing to collapse. You see a wave of like dust beginning to form its way in your direction. It's still probably about 30-40 feet out, but this room itself doesn't seem like it's fully collapsing now that the ritual's over, but the pathway you came down definitely is.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to help
Just want to make
stabilize
sure no
Ono.
other enemies are coming.
You do not see any at this time.
Throws, do you
Does
have
anybody
a,
want to help me?
We're out of
cure wounds or
initiative. Do you want me
anything?
to roll again or no?
Yes, please.
I would happily love to roll again.
Well, before he rolls.
I did it.
Okay. I was gonna see if I could
And I
go over and
continue
maybe
to
stabilize him first.
etch in my spell book what looks like scribbles on the face of my spell book.
As Ono's bleeding out on the ground.
Okay, so yeah, I'd like to fly down, look at him. I'm guessing I don't need to do a medicine check to see that he's not looking good, right?
Yeah, no, he's in pretty bad shape.
I'm with that too. I need to get up my bestest buddy.
Yeah, I just pat him on the shoulder and be like, "You'll be okay." Wait, I gotta target him.
I gotta target him.
Yeah, you'll be okay. Snap neck.
Yeah.
So you should just get 5.
I get healing hand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just get 5 health.
It doesn't. There it goes.
Other formula, but it didn't
Oh, wait,
calculate it right.
Oh, that's okay. I forgot to update it for you.
It just says heals HP equal to level,
Oh.
so you should
It didn't
be fine.
auto add it, but if God will
Yeah.
allow me, I'll add it.
Yeah, add your something. Okay, I don't see that that Ono was targeted, but if he's targeted on yours, then there's an issue. It's fine. It should be
No
5
worries.
HP that you get back.
I think I just changed it, so it should be good now.
Sweet.
So I cough like, and like what looks like a blood clot comes flying out of my mouth, which is just a half chewed chili pepper, and I get. Do we do it? Do we win?
Yeah, and then also temporary health from my Twilight's Blessing.
Oh, sick. I just kind of like sit up a little bit, and like gently, like I look at, I look at who's like proximity radially out to me, like Aethros and Bictune, and then I would assume the rest of the family, and I just kind of like do a little half-cocked smile with blood leaking out of my mouth, and I go, "Mirus, welcome to the family. Can we go now?"
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
also
sure,
gonna give
why not?
myself the temporary hit points. I don't know if anyone else needs.
Yeah, I
some.
see that. I got 9, 10.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, okay. So 7 for me, and then
Are these dead cultists still here, or those were dragged
no,
into the body?
They were
you get
physical
7
bodies.
as well.
Yo,
Alright.
let's
do it?
go with the
Can
top.
I do a
deal.
sleight of hand on them? Anything valuable or any information about what might have been happening here with the cult? Just trying to look for. Or investigation.
It would be an
probably
investigation check, yeah.
Go, let's go.
So gold, information, parchment, anything that looks valuable.
I want to know the day you created these NPCs. I want to know what you were drinking. I want to know the cereal you had that morning. For everything, Ebron.
I had Cheerios.
Seems like a Frosty Flakes guy, maybe.
I am a Frosted Flakes guy, but that's not the point. You find a total amidst the corpses of 73 gold pieces.
Oh, nice.
It'd be 2 rubies, value equivalent of about 50 gold pieces. So a piece, so it'd be another 100 gold pieces worth of gems.
Very nice.
And then on the bottom half of the corpse that was thrown when the Dragloth appeared, you find what looks to be some form of key that leads, or a key on their person, beautifully engraved with the head of the key having a miniature symbol of Shar embedded in the middle.
How much were the rubies each? You said 70?
It was a total of 50 per ruby, so another 100 gold pieces worth of gems.
I'm cool. I don't need that shit.
I mean, we can use that stuff. That's good. That's good materials.
No. I'm saying y'all can hold it. I don't need it.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's cool. Woo,
Right now.
my chest hurts. Make a note in my book.
Can I go to the next guy? Do the same thing? Essentially, I want to loot all these people if we got time, but I am mentioning that
I
think it was an overall check.
All of them? Okay.
I did a general loot check, unless you want, like, the scimitars or short swords or something that's, and like a red/black, actually no, they'd be black cloaks. Unless you wanted those, they're pretty empty other than the coins and the key.
Do any of the blades look valuable?
They look like run-of-the-mill.
No, we're okay.
Could I do it?
Well, guys, he said there's only one way out. We took care of that, but the entire room behind us is collapsing, so we might want to try to find a way out of here. Found a key.
Keys are good. Keys are really good.
Go. Start trying some doors.
Perception check to see if there's any other doors.
Go for it.
I'm gonna give you. I'm not gonna guide you. I'm gonna give you the help action because I'm looking for the same thing.
Okay, I'm gonna guide myself. Give myself guidance then.
I'll just do a straight perception.
Ooh, wow, that was nasty.
Double 14s.
What the hell? With the top 4, I'll take the top 4. I'm like sitting up, looking around. Not even doing my normal thing. I'm helping Aethros, kind of being like, what's over there in that corner? Is that a path? Is that a hidden door?
I'm guessing as you're prestidigitating all the blood off yourself.
Oh no, no. I'm actually sitting in it. I'm actually, one hand is legitimately writing with my quill, and it's like half cocked between common and draconic and gnomish, and it's just like, for anyone who wants to like peer over my shoulder, I'm literally just trying to recall the last few moments of what happened and just take notes. And then like legit, like in my other hand, I'm like holding onto your leg and I'm like looking around the room, just like, is that platform? Can we walk out on that platform? Is that possibly a door? Is there something over to the right hand side of the room? I think I have blood in my nose. I'm sorry.
I walk up and pat you on the back. Maybe a little bit too hard, but it's, for me, it's light.
No, it's good.
Man, you did good back there.
Oh, you guys, everybody did awesome. Everybody did awesome. He's a lot of blood. This is a lot. I mean, I've been beat up before. This is a little rough. Aethros, do you see anything? I think I have blood in my ear.
Do I?
Looking around, you don't, like, there seems to be a set of double doors on the far side of the room. The doors themselves seem to be like positioned behind where Jorogneil was initially standing on top of that pedestal, a stairway leading up to them. They're about 10 feet tall, made out of some form of stone and wood. It's kind of a weird combination. It's like an ancient wood that's almost been like half petrified at this point. You're not sure how long this has been down here, but it had to have been a very long time. One other thing that you do see as the party's kind of gathering themselves is amidst the rubble, I'd say at the edge of the swirling mound of dirt that kind of surrounded where the cultists were focusing, you find a very pale body of the sheriff from Bryn'Shander. You kind of reach down and give him like a once over, and you do find that he's still breathing, but he's very, very worse for wear. You're not sure how long he's been bleeding, but he seems to have found a way to keep his wounds under control for the time being. You're not sure how long they'll last.
I will. When I see that, I will immediately go over to him and cast Healing Word as a second level spell.
Oh,
Okay.
Get together. What? You still had one in the oh, that's right. You did have one in chamber.
Yeah. So.
After he does that, I can carry him out of here if need be.
Give him some health.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Give him some temp HP for my Twilight Domain if it's still up at this point.
Yeah, you'd be reaching the end of it, but it would still be up. So if you wanted to give him extra healing, I'll document that. I don't know what happened to all my icons. I lost all my wonderful, beautiful icons for things. I'm trying to put something together.
They're still beautiful, even if they're not the right ones. They're still perfect.
Well, I appreciate that. Okay, for a total of 15 health between temp and total. And you kind of
17.
Oh, sorry. My math is horrible. 17 health. This is why I'm not an engineer. As you heal him a bit, not necessarily even needing to touch him, you with your healing word, you he kind of like coughs up some blood, and you he like looks down at his wounds that he had, he like makeshift put together, and you see that the wounds themselves are lightly sealed. Too much activity might reopen them, but you feel as though he probably won't be moving hard enough for that to be a worry. As he looks up at you, you see a slight gloss in his eyes, kind of as they begin to return to their normal brownish color. Well, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
You owe us a
Can
cup
we
of
tell?
coffee.
Did was he suffering from the same thing as like the townspeople? Or is like the overtired? Or
Yeah, good question.
I mean,
But you do.
from a first-hand appearance, it would probably be an investigation check to see if you can see the same signs of like physical wear and tear.
I can give that a go.
I mean, I got +7, or I can give you the help action if you want.
No, I'll give you the help action if you want it. I have a
Okay.
+0.
Oh, all right, I'll do it. Yeah, I check them out, and I go, yeah, I'm like, you owe us a cup of coffee.
It appears so.
I kind of like make sure, like I check, like his eyes and like, like around his neck, and kind of look for any generic signs of like, like the dark purple veins and stuff like that. And
All right. Yeah, and you look him up and down. You feel that he might have had you can't tell if he's slept in the last few days. From what you remember, Aethros had that vision that he was knocked out and taken, and then Duvessa had mentioned that he had been missing for the past, at least, I think the past 2 to 3 days, which would have been early onset of when everything began officially. So he... you can tell that he probably hasn't slept in a while, but you don't see any of the other main signs. His eyes aren't super red to indicate anything sleep deprivation. He just seems to be very injured. The lifelessness in his own appearance seems to be more tied to the state he's in versus sleep deprivation.
And not that I want to stretch it, but my Arcana is basically the same. Do I sense kind of any residual negative dark Arcana within or around him still, or is that like he's kind of like, we're good. Like I'm on the mend. Meh.
As the ritual was prevented, you as you're like looking him over, you can kind of feel that negative aura disappearing from across his form. It seems to be like a vapor, almost like emanating off of his body up into the air before finally dissipating altogether.
I just like turn and look over my shoulder at the rest of my family, and I kind of like do this like smiling Bruce Willis thumbs up, like he's good. He's good. I mean, he's beat to shit. But he's good. He's good. He's good.
So I could still fight. As he like tries to like stand up, and he can't.
Nope. No. I am worse than you, and I can say no. No. Let's get the hell out of here. Come on. Please. Yeah. I'm not giving.
This place is falling to shit real quick, Dave. I think we got time to.
Hey, Big Team, you wanna use some fire real quick?
What's up?
While they were chit-chatting getting the sheriff back, I've dragged all the bodies right here. You wanna, give these guys a funeral? Cremation type thing? I just want to make sure no one else is gonna
I mean,
come back.
I'm all about
all these guys.
I mean, they dead. I'm all about that life. I'm, sure. If you want to take the time to pile bodies for me to do a mini cremation, I guess. But we can kind of get that. I mean, like Kitty's right. We kind of got a GTFO.
We got more important things to worry about than burning bodies.
I like fire. Yeah, I firebolt like 2 or 3 of them within proximity. I'm like, yes. All right, that's good enough. Come on, let's please. And like I kick the monster around like that's next to us.
Yeah.
Like jerk. Like I eat a chili pepper for you. You're not even worth it.
Are we still in here? With the big monster?
You're still in the same room. Yes. The chamber leading where you came from. You feel the dirt and dust officially hit this room, and you see a large dust cloud appear as the room itself seals off from rubble and debris.
Crap.
Is there anything, like, I know I didn't explicitly kill this dude, but I don't think it's mattered in the past. Is there anything like trophyable that I can take from him?
I mean, I guess, is there something in particular that you want?
Kitty, I'm trying to kick I'm kicking at teeth and tusks. I'm kicking this thing in the head. Flarkin.
Yeah, like what? I don't really know what's like, like any specific details about this guy other than the little picture that we have. So
I can give you a bigger one too.
I was gonna say, could I make a quick nature check since I know this creature a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Sick. Let's do it. Wow.
Well, Big Team, we could take the head with us if you want to.
I think it's huge.
yeah. I need something I can hang on to for myself.
Yeah, the head is not like a baby bassinet. This thing is huge. This is like a.
Oh, for you it's huge. For Big Tune, it's normal size.
Okay, that's fair. That's entirely fair. Sorry, Kitty. My bad. Yeah, no, I just kind of like look over this thing and I'm like, I look at its teeth and I'm like, its claws are nasty as shit, and I'm like, doing any kind of like medical procedures on its innards to get at any kind of magical core stuff, probably a loss, but its teeth are pretty decent, its claws are pretty decent. We can kind of snatch those. I mean, I as I understand it,
claw would be cool.
I hear some musicians use their hair, so we can kind of.
Oh yeah, give me one of them claws.
No, for real.
I'll hack off a
Make
whole
that
finger.
2.
As the party begins to gut the dragon off.
You don't need the knuckles. You just need the base 2 parts.
I'm going all the way down to the
I'm not gonna.
to the rest of the
Isn't
paw.
this whole place collapsing in on us right now?
Yeah, I'm like trying to inch the whole family toward the
The
door.
shaking seems to be a bit
I'm
more
just taking
stable
my,
in here. Once the cavern that you guys came through collapsed inward, it kind of seemed to revert back to a small rumble, as if it was like like the level of thaumaturgy. It's a bit more stable right now than what it was a minute and a half ago.
I like how you did. Like, Aethers just blurts that out, and we all kind of look around, and we're like, "No, you're right, but I think it's chilled out a little bit." Heck yeah! Who did it? As I like kick the head one more time.
I did it for you.
I look at you. My mask is already down. I give you the warmest smile, and I'm like, "Yeah, you didn't need to, but I'm glad you did. Good job."
Needing and wanting are two different things. He messed with family. That's not allowed.
I bite my lip and pull my mask up, and all you hear is, "Yep."
All right, let's blow this popsicle stand.
What's a popsicle?
Oh, they got
It's a stand.
they sell them in warmer climates. They got that
Yeah,
like
it's a
they're
stand. Yeah.
like a frozen treat kind of like thing, and
Oh, news to me.
not. You know,
It's like the opposite that you'd find up here. Something warm and melted.
A warm
What people
signal?
desire up, whatever you want to call it.
I think they're called shish kebabs up here, or shashik, in certain cultures.
Little less sweet, little more savory.
Man, yeah, they got like a mint jelly honey. We gotta get the hell out of here. Sorry.
Miras, as the party's getting ready to go, you once again, for a brief moment, on your right hand, I believe, you feel that painful, pulsing sensation that you had felt before you met the party. As you hold your hand outward, investigating what's going on, you watch as a piece of script seems to materialize in your hand, the same color green flame that you're used to from one of your spells that you cast. You let me put this in your inventory.
Do we see this, sir?
I would say you might, if you heard Miras yelp out in pain, you'd probably turn around to see what he's going through. Where is your character sheet? Dang.
Miras, do
There
you
it is.
yelp in pain?
As a should be underneath your inventory under loot. You find in your hand a very in-depth looking piece of parchment written in what languages do you speak? In Abyssal.
Ooh.
And a voice. You hear a voice in the back of your mind. A voice that you are very familiar with, that of Suits, who has been helping you guide the beginning of your journey. I'm going to send you what he says.
Hey, Miras, bud. Where the hell did you get the parchment from?
You good? You kind of like winced for a half second.
My hand started burning again, and all of a sudden this piece of parchment just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, so magic. That explains
I
everything.
love when magic does cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you okay though? Like, is that like obviously that's not a normal thing?
Or is it?
Or yeah, I mean yeah. I look at Aethros, I'm like, no, yeah, seriously, is it?
No, I don't think this is normal for me, but I think I'm fine.
Okay. Well,
Okay, what's
Yeah.
the parchment say now?
you want to read it? Yeah, is it like this is a private letter. I'm going to read this while I'm on the latrine, which is totally fair. That's your right. Miras unfurls the scroll in front of us, and we're all like leaning in slowly, like, what's it say, bud?
I lean over to you. I'm like, maybe he can't read like me.
I mean, no, you're right. It could be written in like a weird language we don't know either. You know, you're right. You're probably right.
Plot twist, he can't
Yeah,
read.
yeah, that's what I meant. He can't read this specific language, not just in general.
Well, no, I mean, like he could be. Well, it could be a combination of he can't read, but like he's like, oh, it's because it's a language we don't know, but it's, you know, it's probably like, you know, his poor attempt at Draconic or something, you know.
So you're saying I might be able to read a language I don't know? Or
I mean, you would not believe how close toddlers get when they just doodle, when they make draconic / gnomish. To be fair, if you're like a 2-year-old with a piece of charcoal or a drunk adult with a said piece of charcoal, it's practically the same thing. You can kind of get away with most simple words in gnomish and draconic.
So you're saying a 2-year-old is smarter than me. Got it.
I look at the toys that I have in my pouch that I know that he's been playing with for the past like few days, and I'm like, yep, 100%. Well, no, yeah, sometimes. You're very smart. I hand him a toy.
So, Miris, what's it say there, bud?
I think it's something to help me aid or help me with my journey.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's probably something I should look at some other time.
So that weird fire paper? Not asking you to set it on fire. I was just asking just in general.
Yep, yeah, that piece of weird fire paper will hopefully help me with my journey.
Insight check.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Bro. If you, like, we both eyeball each other, and I'm like, yeah.
Hot spring.
Fire paper.
Oh wow, yeah, no, my nose is bleeding. I'm like, okay.
I guess, Miris, would you say that you are being fully genuine right now, or that there's items that you are not telling the party?
I'd say I'm being genuine right now.
Can I do an insight check to see if Ono passed his insight check?
I do a deception check then.
All right.
I look you dead in the face and I go, he's clean.
I'm like, look at him back in the eyes and be like, yes, he is clean.
I mean, I haven't pressed the digitate. No, I mean, like, he's a good. Never mind. Miris, I do the finger guns. I'm like, for real, 100%. Totally proud of you. Welcome to the family. You kicked ass, took names. I don't know if you really took names. I don't know if you write down names in the book. I wrote down, and I like flip my spell book open, like Cultist 1, Cultist 2, Cultist 3. I was like, I didn't get a chance. We didn't get a chance to learn their name. Sorry. But for real though, can we get the heck out of here? Is this like, is that door over there?
Get out of here longer, a little bit sooner than I bet. He's like starts rambling off, just like he's not too crazy.
More the reason why I wasn't joking about the coffee, Sheriff. I mean, like, we should probably get a cup of coffee, like, legit. I
could use a bit of water.
Yeah, maybe. No, that's true. Yeah, I waltz over to the door. He says water, and I think about pulling out the alchemy jug. I'm like, nah, we can't burn another 20 minutes. No. And I go over to the huge door and see if there's like a lock or kind of a lever system or something to kind of extricate us from here.
Okay. As you
I don't know if you described whether or not it was fully locked or appeared locked.
So as you approach the door, you do find a traditional set of like pull handles that seem to have been like they're very old in design. You look down and you find what seems to be a bit of an oversized keyhole on the right-hand side of the double doors. Looking at the key that Aethros might have had, or that he does have, I should say, you do see that the key and the keyhole seem to be about the same size, and on the keyhole itself, you'd once again see a small rendition of the symbol of Shar.
Aethros or me?
I was going to say, Ebron definitely has that key.
Ebron has a key. I've done the same thing.
He has the key as well.
Yeah. Because you said Aethros
did I say
lifted
Aethros?
it. Yeah, Aethros lifted it from a body.
Oh no, It wasn't Ebron was the one who lifted it from the body, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or sorry, Ebron.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. See, I
Gold,
did the
rubies,
same
and
thing you
key.
just did. It's the AEIOU.
Oh no! If he showed anybody the key, you would recognize this key and this lock have the same overall features. Long story short, again.
I will play the general normal Ono card. Like, hey, this door's got a keyhole. Ebron, do you want to pick this or make? I can't. I don't have any energy to do this at this point. Do you want to knock this out?
Sure. I'm going to walk up to the door. I'm going to pull out my thieves' tools and attempt to pick it.
Okay.
Don't you have the key? I thought you had the key.
Sleight of hand, is it?
It's a sleight of hand check with your with your proficiency in thieves' tools.
Sweet. Do I get any advantage or just straight normal?
It's a normal roll. As you ready your thieves' tools and you begin to work your way through the tumblers, you find that about halfway through trying to pick this lock that could very easily be opened with a key in your inventory. You
have the key, Bryn.
You end up snapping one of your small one of your tumbler popping devices. You kind of have to pull it back out, and as you look at it, you can tell that it's definitely broken. You'll probably have to replace it once you get back to town, as you are unsuccessful in your lock-picking attempt.
Okay, give me
Fuck.
your lockpick. And
Damn
do you have a
it.
key? Did anybody boost a key? Give me your lockpick. I cast mending on the lockpick.
Yeah, well, you
Cool.
you just said you wanted the lock pick, so I wanted to try that first.
I was
You did
hoping.
a great job at that.
I was kind of hoping you would have walked up, used the key, and we were like, "Oh, that was fantastic." It's all right. We'll
I
save
had
it
the
for-
key in my hand the entire time. I wanted to
save
try
it
that
for-
first, all right? Put the key in, I turn it,
How'd it
and
go?
I kick the fucking door open.
I mend.
Is this the door with the face, too?
No, the door with the face is back in a different room.
Oh, he's probably dead.
Ugh, all right.
That tunnel collapsed. He's dead.
Quick question. Also,
Yeah.
do we lose
the door
key?
open.
Is the key stuck in the door, or can we remove the key?
I would have turned, undid it, then kicked the door open, to clarify.
As you turn this key in the tumbler of the lock, you do hear, as it rotates, it ends up rotating around the lock about 2 times, and each time you hear a different click from somewhere in the door. As the door itself creaks open. You said you kick open the door.
Yep.
And well, the doors themselves are rather heavy. As you kick the door, you're able to kick open the right side of this double door chamber. As you look down, you see that the tunnel that exits from this particular room seems to go even farther down underground.
Yeah. Apes.
I would have casted dancing lights as soon as we got in there and been like, well, this seems to go further down. I'm going to be honest. I want to go up.
I think we all want to go up. You said it was
Were there any
cave
other
in, this door.
doors?
There was
This
one
was
more?
This was the only other exit.
Okay, this was the
was-
only other. Okay.
Yeah, it's a larger exit than the one you came in initially, but it is
that's the exit.
yeah, it is the only seems to be the only way out is to head down.
I'm going to look at
At least from
Ono
what
real
you can
quick.
see.
What's
Do
that?
you have an ability to send a telepathic message to somebody
I mean,
if you
you're
catch
asking me if I
my
have the ability
drift?
to cast message. Yeah, I mean, I can cast message, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to be able to kind of see them in a sense. I mean, they got to be within like, a couple 100 feet of me, and I kind of have to be able to like finger guns them to kind of make the connection. But who? Are they here in our party? Or are they on the surface?
God, is that true? I thought message was like no
Message
distance.
is I point my finger toward a creature within range of 120 feet and whisper a message.
Sending is
can
the one that
thinking
has anywhere on this plane.
Yeah, anywhere on the plane. Now, I can
Oh,
cast the
okay.
spell through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier, but if you're asking me if you'd have to ask me, one, is it a specific person that we absolutely know is on the surface that I know where their location is? It's
Yeah, I was gonna see
literally...
if you could have Kaneet come get us with a door thing again. You know, that nice little extra dimension thing he pulled out last time. But all right,
I smile at you and I go, I love your brain. I love your brain. And I legit point straight up because I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. I point straight up to where I assume, you know what I do? God, this is what I do. I point after he says this, I smile and I think of Kaneet and then I stop and I go, and I smile and I think, not in this specific order, but I think of Spit and I think of Arini and I just point in their, what I assume is their direction, and I cast message and I just say, we're alive. I hope you're alive. If you are, you're a badass and I am proud of you. And I'm so happy to call you family. We'll catch up soon. And I think that's my 25 words.
You send your message out into the chamber, estimating the direction and the location of our missing family members. You wait for a rather long period of time, and you do not get a response.
I smile at Ibrin and I go, like, I kind of suck back some snot and blood, and I go, I didn't hear much, but the magic's garbled, so I think they got it. I think Arini got it.
it's worth a shot.
Make a deception check.
I would absolutely love to. I mean,
Yeah, no one's rolling an insight check, so.
yeah. I mean, it's not like my voice is
regardless
quivering.
of what it rolls, regardless of what he rolls, he's had a hard enough day. So whether he's lying or not, question it.
I trust him because he's family. I would never not trust family, right?
Finger guns. I finger guns over at my brother, and I'm like, yep. I shoot a fireball straight down into this corridor, and I say, Char, we're coming. Friggin' flurkin'. Cordoba. Liet.
Yep,
Let's
go.
Come on.
Is everybody heading down into this hallway?
Yeah.
Well, before we officially move, do we want to take a short rest to get this back? I got three hit die I could use to get more health.
I mean, I'm not opposed to a short rest. I'm not opposed to a short rest. I could do an arcane recovery, but I mean, if we're moving forward, we can move forward. Who knows what this like area is going to do in the next hour? You know what I mean?
A short rest isn't going to do anything for me, so I'm fine with either.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
It would do a lot for me.
Yeah, I mean, I pause. I'm like, I got a firebolt in one hand, and then I apparate a ray, like the beginnings of a ray of frost in the next hand. I'm like, I still got the good old bread and butter. We can rinse and repeat. I'm cool.
Yeah. You can just stay in the back.
All right.
I'm ready to rock.
That
100%. I'm ready to go. Come on.
Good to me. Give the sheriff a light pat on the back. It's good to see you. Let's get out of here.
All right.
And I'll kind of like offer an arm for him to lean on to get out.
I think he has more health than you.
Yeah, I think he's doing pretty good.
He's been almost dead longer than me though.
I think it's
yes,
more
he
of
does
like
have
he's
more
got
health.
he's got serious brain fog. Dude's been like not sleeping for a solid week, dude.
Yeah, he's exhausted.
He's seen some shit.
He's all that's true, 100%.
All right. So, as the party ventures down this darkened hallway, I believe you all still have the dark vision from Athros, unless that only lasted a short
Last
period of
hour.
time. Okay, so it would probably go. Actually, let me end the encounter so that way the time actually moves again. There we go. That's better.
If not, I'm like prestidigitating like little fireflies every like couple of minutes.
Right, and Ibrin has his dancing lights too.
I can just use light on you.
Yeah, that's fine. Anybody, yeah.
I guess, long story short, we do have plenty of light sources, magical and unmagical.
Everybody's like doing weird stuff, and like I can imagine like Kitty, you turn and just pull out a candle from your pouch.
No, I'm just squinting really hard. Like, yeah, I can see fine in here.
Right? Cause hold on, Mirrors, you have dark vision too, right, bro?
I believe I do.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
As a tiefling, I believe he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, tiefling should.
All right, so you begin descending deeper underground. This tunnel, unlike the ones that you had traveled down, leading to this divine ritual of sorts, does not seem to wind. In fact, it really seems to descend for the next maybe hour to an hour and a half or so. A downward slope continuously, heading the same direction, occasionally having to wind around what seems to be either cave-ins from some form of creature or a narrow passageway that has like a large, deeper opening on one side, a cavern of sorts. As you continue to walk, I would say whoever is in the front and the back to make perception checks.
All right, I'm in the front.
I'm gonna give you guidance.
I'm in the back.
All right. As the time continues to pass, you find at various points tracks of different creatures that begin to reside, or that reside in this layer and below of Vas'Kai. You watch as the color of the stone also begins to change, going from a standard, like almost a blue gray down to a purple violet almost, as you descend deeper and deeper underground. The time seems to almost become, well, not so much second nature, but it almost seems to just drone as you find yourselves marching further and further. And for the longest time, you don't see any form of life. It takes another about an hour, maybe 2 hours of travel. The pathway finally branching a different direction, and taking you farther underground. As the party takes a brief moment to either stop or catch their breath, maybe checking over the sheriff from his injuries.
This is like our third hour?
This would be hour 3, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Of going down, just
going down, straight
Correct.
down.
Marching downward.
I think at this point, I probably would have tugged Athros and been like, Athros, we probably actually should take a sit down. Maybe we just chill for a little while.
Like, okay.
Yeah, maybe we. Can we? I'm saying that I say this to Athros. I'm pointedly saying this to Athros. can we maybe let's try to make camp, so we can sit down and kind of get our bearings, because I think we've actually passed 100% in the Underdark right now.
All right, I start ritually casting Tiny Hut.
You're a freaking beast. Oh my god, I forgot you can ritually cast that right now.
As Athros, you sit down, or however it is Athros casts Tiny Hut. You look along the wall, a dim lit area that maybe either light or dancing lights doesn't fully unveil, and you see what looks like a shift of something moving, running along the side of the cave. It seemed to be about Ono's size, as far as height is concerned, and they're trying to move rather quickly away from the party.
Oh no, I think there might be some of like your rocky cousins around us.
I take a deep breath through my nose, grit my teeth, shoot a fireball in the direction that he says, and in Gnomish, I scream, "Halt." And immediately after, because just in case, covering bases, I say it in Dwarvish, too.
Okay. So, as Athros gives you a direction that this creature is moving, you kind of like squint your eyes a bit to adjust their vision from the light to the darkness around it, and you see, like he said, a figure about your size that's running along the wall. You cast out your firebolt and in Gnomish yell "Halt," followed by Dwarvish in halt, yelling out the word "Halt," and you see the figure stop. And as you say the words, you watch as they pull off of their head the hood of a cloak. As they pull the hood down, you watch as their form, the appearance of the cloak seems to lose the textured appearance of the wall, becoming more of a gray in color. And they look back to you, and in Gnomish, they yell, "Make me!" As they
I fire off 2 more firebolts.
Does he relay this to us?
Yeah, at this point, it sounds like straight up gibberish. You know what? My Dwarvish is traditional Dwarvish, so my Gnomish is very much like, and then my Dwarvish is like, it's hard. So, if anybody knows Dwarvish, I was screaming halt, but at this point, I'm screaming in Gnomish now, and I'm whipping firebolts now.
All right.
I don't speak it, but the second I see him going for an attack, yeah, throwing some psionic blades at people.
I'm not sure if you can make your roll without casting a template. Are you able to just roll like an attack roll, or does it require you to target someone? Yeah.
I think so. I think I can do it. It might. I might.
Roll 1d20.
I can flat roll a d20.
That's fine. Yeah, just 1d20 plus 5. If you want to make 2 of them or 1 of them, your choice.
Slash roll, right?
Yeah, slash roll space 1d20 plus 5. Or whatever your ability modifier is.
My fail attack.
Oh, yeah, because you add your proficiency too.
Yeah.
It's plus 5, yeah.
Let's see.
Boop, boop. Oop, that's not the right one. And then I'll do the second one. Honestly, if neither of them hit, I want to make it clear I'm shooting for the path of this person's direction, and I'm not changing the tone of my voice. As in Gnomish, I'm very much like, I have asked you to stop.
Okay. What about you, Ibrin? Are you aiming at the pathway, or are you aiming at them?
Wherever his first shot goes, I mean, I guess, do I physically see them without rolling a perception check, or roll a perception check?
I would say after you watch the first firebolt fly off, it would have illuminated their presence enough that you would be able to see them at this point.
I'm going right for a headshot.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a kill under his belt.
Ibrin, go ahead and roll for damage.
Someone's got the blood.
Any bonuses with this or no?
Real.
It would just be a standard roll for you for damage.
Okay.
Oh no, your second attack would be spot on where you want it to be. Your first one whizzes off, but your second one makes up for it and hits its mark. The pathway behind them, I'm assuming. As this. Oh, sorry.
Well, I got my bonus attack too as well.
Okay.
He's like, I'm gonna take it.
Your second one will miss. As you fire off your psionic arrow, or psionic blade. Psychic arrows, okay. Your psionic arrows.
Second one was a warning shot.
A warning after you hit them. Very nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As you fire off your attacks, you see you watch as the blades from Athros. Oh my god, I keep getting you two mixed up. Ibrin.
I've done it before. It happens.
As Ibrin fires off this arrow of psychic energy, it flies. It hits its mark, and it actually, while he was aiming for a headshot, it ends up piercing into the shoulder blade of one of the gnome themselves, and they kind of like steady themselves against the side of the wall, and they put up their hands. All right, you got me. I ain't going anywhere, but I ain't going back.
No one's trying to make you go back. I just want you to stop lurking in the shadows. We're a little on edge, and now I'm transitioning into common. This is all Gnomish. Yeah,
but I'm lining up a second shot.
I'm transitioning into common. At this point, I'm transitioning into common, and it's like, and we want you to stop talking. And I put my hand onto you if you're really close by me, Ibrin, and I'm like, we just finished doing some really crazy stuff, and we're trying to take a break. And if you're running away, that's cool. We want to run away too. So stop moving. We may be able to share some rations and some warmth, maybe a blanket, if you just chill out. Otherwise, I have to let.
So we're not killing him?
Right. Otherwise, yeah, you throw a blanket, and it's like, as you toss a blanket, and I'm like, yeah, blankets are coming. Miris will kill you and friggin' hex you. I don't want to have to do that to you. Please don't.
Well, I don't know about your friend, but you're more than welcome to try to kill me. But I'm not going back. As she lets down her guard ever so slightly, and.
Does she say that in common or Dwarvish?
She says it in common.
It's Gnomish. We've been speaking Gnomish. Racist.
Yeah, no, she says it. She says her final regards in common, but she's been talking in Gnomish, or back and forth this whole time.
I still have my psionic arrow. We could kill her. I mean.
No. The first part of what she was saying was she was running away. You're I don't want to be rude. I apologize for the abrasive entrance. Miss, is that appropriate?
She takes a moment and gauges your demeanor. You not having any firebolt prepared at this time, seemingly trying to de-escalate the situation, and she looks at your group. You can call me Tilly.
Fair. Oh no, it's you.
No, I'm Tilly.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, his name is. Oh no.
It's been a while. Yeah, I know. It's been a while. No,
Is this some kind of prank?
No, it's not a prank.
No,
yes, it is.
That's his name.
It absolutely is a prank.
Every town.
No,
he's lying to you.
Every person we meet.
I don't have a clan. I don't have a clan name, okay?
His name is Paul.
It's not my name. That was the bartender from 2 towns ago.
Hey, Tilly, do you know how to get the hell out of here and get back to the surface?
Flash, do you want to sit down? Because we're about to have, rest time / family dinner.
She like looks at like as you're like bringing out like your like ration / food like creation items. She like you hear the growl of a stomach in the distance.
Also, that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
my blanket, so you can use that one. We have like 7 more.
Yeah, I suppose I could use some food. And she like, not hostile, but like standoffish in a way. Like approaches the party's small pseudo encampment that has been made. As Athros, are you going to continue casting Tiny Hut, or are you going to?
No, I'm going to continue with Tiny Hut.
Okay.
Yeah, he tossed a blanket over his shoulder, fam. That's just the way we
Yeah.
do. Tilly, I pleasure. Again, my name is Ono. This is my family. I'm again clanless. So yeah, it's my family. It's Ibrin shot you. Ibrin is eventually going to be sorry. It's not that big of a deal right now. Just kind of let it slide. That's
Hey,
Kitty.
You
Not
fired
Kitty.
first. I'm just trying to back you up, man.
I know. I appreciate you. I dap you. You know. Sorry, Tilly. That's Kitty, but that's not Kitty's. That's Big Toon. They are a very proud lion. That's Athros, who's casting magic right now. Please don't interrupt him. He's busy. This is my new brother over here, Miras. He kicked ass and took names, though he did not physically actually take names, but still kicked ass. A thumbs up, Miras. And the rest of my family isn't here right now. And this is I don't know if you're familiar with the sheriff. Sheriff Tilly, Sheriff. It's okay. You guys have had a look like a rough. I pull my rations out and I hand like 2 rations to Tilly and 2 rations to the sheriff. I pull out the alchemy jar and shake it a little bit, and I'm like, mayonnaise, and open a cork and pour mayonnaise on the rations. I'm like, it's the best psychotic. You can kind of warm it up, and it kind of makes it kind of nice. So,
She begins taking all of this in and looks down at this ever-growing jar of mayonnaise. No offense meant, but I'm not gonna eat that.
that's fair. That's no worries. I mean, I kind of scrape the mayonnaise off. It's still good without the mayonnaise. It's still pretty good. I mean, you know, either way. But yeah, you're escaping. We're not trying to stop you. But just side note, what are you escaping from? Because if it's something that we're kind of like in line with, we're about that lifestyle. But we kind of got to take a nap first. So maybe we eat and chit chat, do a little bit of that. Also, I'm you're within close proximity. I'm covered in blood. I have not cleaned up. Sorry, apologize. But we did kind of some big work. Where, Tilly? Where are you running from?
The drow.
That's fair. Tilly, are you? Not to be rude, are you slave
My eyebrow
or
raises.
former slave?
Myself and my family were, well, a few of us managed to escape. The rest of us are still there.
Okay, all right. Escape plan from here, like you were gonna sneak by us, and then let's say you were successful. Did you have a path? Because if I'm gonna be honest, if you were about to head up that straight slope that we spent like 3 hours doing, is a no-go, mama.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, are you familiar with a chamber that's about like 3.5-ish hours? What would be considered up, or I don't know how cardinal directions work in the Underdark, but what would be?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours. 3 hours northwest of here.
Right. Yeah. There's like a pretty kind of very ornate chamber and all that. Yeah, it had a cave in recently within the last, I'll say, 3 hours and 45 minutes. So, yeah, sorry to break the news. Again, the mayonnaise kind of helps. FYI.
I'm not gonna eat the mayonnaise.
I'm not forcing you. I'm just saying you look like you're lacking the calories. You could probably use the calorie boost. I'm just being, you know what? Topside gnomes have no problem with mayonnaise. What is it with? I'm not trying to. I'm sorry. That's rude. Anywho,
I'm not
When he
saying that
says
there's
he's
anything
not
wrong with
forcing
mayonnaise,
you,
but have you ever just eaten raw mayonnaise before?
it's relatively. Again, it's not
It's
that
a
bad.
texture thing.
Okay, fair. That's entirely fair. Again,
She like
with the
shivers
ration,
like at the thought of eating raw mayonnaise.
I'm like thinking, it's not that bad. I mean, like, it's really not that bad. I mean, when you think about it. Anywho, no, so you're running away from the drow. They're kind of hit and miss culturally. Some are cool. I can think of a couple pretty dope ones. But Tilly, if I may ask, I apologize. This is a string of questions. I'm taking notes in my free hand.
Yeah, I envision because like I envision if it wasn't your freehand, your spellbook would probably take it for you.
Yeah, there's a halfway point where I'm doing a lot of gesticulation and then grab my quill and being like, no, we're making an addendum, like to read it, like Rita Skeeter style. It's kind of awkward. Okay, so we've dealt with some creepy stuff, kind of topside. The chamber collapsed. We may or may not be dealing with some kind of Sharian cult. Don't know if you're a fan of Shar. We're kind of not. Sorry if that's a trigger for you.
Shar can kiss my ass.
Awesome. Wicked. I look over at Aethros, who cannot react, and I'm like, he respects that, and he cannot respond. So we're not kind of cool with the, I'll say it out loud in the darkness. We're not cool with, you being mean, Char, kind of a deceptive snipe. I said it, but you just can we kind of get in on your game plan a little bit, and like you can kind of hook up with our game plan. Again, we're probably gonna take a power nap, but
you're gonna want to find. I'm not trying to ruin your evening here, but if you're trying to take a nap here, in about 2 hours you're gonna have some company.
What? I mean, that seems excessively short. Aethros, maybe hold on,
Look,
pause.
It's not you. They're after. They're after me and the two of us that managed to escape imprisonment.
So there's another one.
They're not.
They're
setting up a camp about an hour back. I went off to scout ahead to see if we could still make our way toward that Sharan temple and make our way towards the surface.
Okay, so not to be rude, could we get it on your camp style? Maybe someone in your camp likes mayonnaise? I know that's a long shot.
I'm sure either Quill or Zaban will be more interested in taking mayonnaise from a jar. If we want to move, we can talk more along the way. We can talk more there. We gotta make our way back, though. As much as I would love to take a nice long break here.
No. I love that game plan. You're smart. I know a smart gnome when I see one.
Well, I mean, we're pretty easy to find when you know where to look.
I know. Like, I keep telling them that, and they don't get it. I walk over to Aethros, and I'm like, I pat Aethros on the shoulders. I'm like, hey, bud. Hey, stop. We're gonna get wicked ambushed if we don't move. There's a better camp.
But I'm almost done.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We're at literally the 9-minute and 45-second mark. Stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Make me.
I put the blanket you threw over top of you.
All right, I stop.
I hated doing that. I'm sorry. Damn it. It's like a bird. Okay. Okay. Everybody up. I'm sorry. Sorry. Miras, tie your boots back up, bro. Ebrin, stop picking your nose. Big Tune. Why are you chewing on your shield?
Huh?
Okay, never mind. Yeah, Tilly, can we go to your camp? Is that cool? Can we kind of like regroup and tell your friends/family, it's not going to work out with this way. We're going to have to find an alternative. And if we got a power nap, that would be awesome sauce, because then we will be way more capable to help you help us. Finger guns.
Yeah, sure, whatever. She
I mean, that-
stands up and she'll put her cloak, put the hood of the cloak back over her head, and you watch as it once again re-shimmers to sort of match the overall color scheme of the surrounding area.
Love your cloak. Like, total respect.
I would say Ebryn and Ono make a perception check.
I would absolutely love to.
Actually, no, it would be either investigation or arcana, your choice.
Oh, Arcana. I mean, they're both
I'll
the
do
same.
investigation.
I'm gonna guide myself.
I'm proficient in investigation.
Wah, wah. I'm rap rolling tonight, and I'm passing the buck.
All right. Based off of what you see from this cloak that she's wearing, and like the overall effects that it has, you recognize this cloak, the both of you, as a cloak of elven kind.
Oh,
Right. Well, if you're ready to, whenever you're ready to go,
yeah,
we're
fair.
Gonna have to book it, because
No, we're about that lifestyle. Let's wicked cloak. We'll talk about it later. That's awesome. Let's go. Come on.
as everybody getting ready to go, who's walking? I would say, are we keeping the same formation that we had before with Athros in the front, Ebryn in the rear, or are we changing it up?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm splitting the difference between like Tilly and Athros, and I'm with
Kitty,
that.
help me out back here,
Okay.
just in case.
Are you sure we can trust this woman? You'd hear the sheriff utter to, it'd be probably Athros, and I would say Athros and Ono being the two closest.
I mean, yeah. I mean, okay. Not to be, pedantic, but gnomes kind of know gnomes in a weird sense. I mean, we can kind of smell a bad one, one that doesn't know how to work a screwdriver. Am I right? No, that's it. Sorry.
I want to do an insight check on this other gnome.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Guide myself.
Hell yes.
God damn, dude. What are you trying to discern? You have free reign right now.
Is Tilly her real name? How old is she? What's her social security number? Like,
I think that's the highest roll we've seen
Legit?
so far.
yeah, like you maxed that entire roll, Ben.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what Athros wants. He just wants to know if he can trust her, really. Like, is she trying to lead us into ambush, or did she actually mean it when she thought we could join her at her camp?
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah. To piggyback off that, not to steal it, was she honest about Shar?
No, I don't want to know that.
Oh, you don't care? All right, fuck it. Yeah, no, fuck it.
Athros doesn't care too much. He just wants to know, are we gonna be good where we're going?
What you can gather is that she definitely didn't do it because she wanted to bring everybody there, but rather knowing that the Shar, the chapel of Shar that she knew before was there has been caved in, or the way out has been caved in from there. She feels that you'll be more useful back at her camp than you would be out here on your own, and she also doesn't want to get caught by whatever the heck's chasing her.
Useful, huh? He says, bargaining chip, or she gonna rat us out to somebody?
I mean, if you're saying that to me,
Nope. I don't want any of the other party members to know this.
okay, cool. Then I
Athros
just
is
say,
keeping all this to himself.
I say to the back of Tilly, so do you have a problem with chickens? Or is it the oil? Because mayonnaise is it is fresh mayonnaise.
It's just the texture, okay?
Okay, fair. No, that's fair. I know.
It's are you do you rock gnomes on the surface eat bananas?
Ouch. Okay, first of all, I have a problem with potassium. not fair. And most of us can't digest it. So, all right, I'm sorry. That's rude. I apologize.
I mean, there really wasn't much offense taken. It's just a texture thing. I just don't want to eat it.
No, that's fair. I mean, some people have it's like legitimately it grosses you out to the point of like nightmarish hellscape. I don't want to do that to anybody. That's not my vibe.
I understand. No, I started scouting about, I don't know, an hour ago, north of our small encampment. We took refuge in a cave structure, and you'll find out more about that when we get there, I suppose. But,
did you feel tremors down here?
Yeah, we were hoping that it was just something going on a bit deeper down. Is that not the case? Was that where the tremors were coming from? Was that Sharan Temple?
My best guess, in complete earnestness, yes. I mean, it was full catalyst. There was a bad ritual going on up there. Transparency. We kind of shut it down, but as a result, we kind of got trapped. And sorry, we didn't know you were headed out. Otherwise, we would have, chose better options. I guess we really didn't have any other options. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there's not many ways out of the Underdark to the surface up here in the north.
I mean,
at least none that I remember. It's been a few hundred years since I've been free.
Ooh, Hilly, man.
No.
I hand her another ration, just involuntarily, because of just damn it, Tilly, I get your vibe. And I'm like, I feel you. Sorry. Look, in earnest, and I say this in Gnomish, and I say it loud enough that I know that my family can hear me transition. And I say it, I'm clearly to her. We're just trying to get back to the rest of our family, and if it's possible to help save yours, we want to just get out of here to the best of our ability. That's all. And Shar is, and I say this smiling, Shar is literally a stepping stone in our forward progress.
Well, their father was a real piece of work.
Yeah.
If you came from up there, I can only assume it means you've encountered probably a drow. I think he goes by Drogneel.
Yeah, he's a jerk. Straight up didn't like that dude. We murked that fool. That's topside talk. And I switch over to common. We killed that dude. We killed him. He deserved it. We killed Drogneel. Yes, we can tell Tilly we killed Drogneel. I said it to the family.
Yeah, he was a corpse when we left him.
Yeah, he was. Not to be rude. I mean, yeah, we need.
I mean, technically, you didn't have a final corpse. He was pulled into the orb, and the orb disappeared.
See, Tilly,
whether or not he was killed, you killed part of him.
Oh, yeah. Tilly's not saying that. You're saying that.
Ishros thought he was a corpse. So...
Yeah. So yeah, I guess when you say that, I kind of wince, and I'm like, he does not exist, or at least we do not see remnants of his existence. Nor, and if I can say this, I don't detect a magical signature I did not, at least at the time, of his presence. So, Flark him, for real. He's a Badoon, hate him. Even Yakwe, for real. That guy's a jerk.
He's yeah, we'll go with that. As the party continues to walk, you see at various points when you hear something either drip down from the ceiling or a piece of stone move that creates a sound at least loud enough for the party to hear. She stops and almost as if out of reflex pulls out what seems to be a dagger from behind her cloak. Nothing really magical about it, just a standard dagger that she must have found on her way out. She will pause, like, every so often she'll look around before signaling for the party to continue.
Instinctually, I tap her and guide her. I'm like, what do you see? And give her guidance and like quickly like do the finger movements, but don't activate a firebolt. But I'm like, what do you see?
Well, it's just been stones, but have you ever... I suppose we should... You need to know what you need to be on the lookout for. There's...
I appreciate that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I should have told you that earlier. As she,
That's fair.
like, continues, like, frantically looking around just to make sure that she hasn't been followed. There's a hunting party out after me and my other 2 family members. Have you ever encountered a Drider before?
I mean, I personally, I don't think. Wait, a Drider? Did you put us up against one of those recently?
No.
No, I mean, I could do a history check, but I mean, personally, I would say Ono would not have been, but I would have said, I would be like, I've read about them. They're wicked.
They're... Yeah, wicked. Annoying.
Well, I mean, yeah, annoying is
deadly, all-around terrifying creatures. For those of you who don't know, Driders are half drow, half spider.
They're nasty.
And they're usually sent out when something goes wrong, usually by the matron mother or one of her subordinates of a drow encampment. There is a drow encampment here in the north. It's a bit farther down, but a 2 days march. But they don't like it when creatures escape their clutches, so they send them out after us. And they're not usually alone. They usually have some way of summoning more creatures to help them when things get, well, when things get... And she, like, struggles to find the appropriate words. If a battle were to go down, I suppose.
Fair, totally fair.
And they can walk on the ceilings, they can climb across walls. Overall, they're not something that you want to get ambushed by, so every time something feels out of place, or I feel or see water dropping as we get farther down, it sends a shiver up my spine. I would like our leading and tailing party members to make a perception check.
I want to give Athros an advantage on this one. Like, because I'm on edge as she's saying it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ibrin, you are having a hard time focusing on much of anything. There's a lot going on in this gloomy place. You being part drow, it almost sends a shiver up your spine as well. Never been to a drow city before. Something that your mother had always told you to avoid. Something that she refused to ever take you to. She's told you stories of what happens in them, but you're so focused on... You're focused on nothing, but also everything. You don't really perceive any one particular thing right now. As Athros, you look around, you hear the sound of a rock or pebble or something fall from a nearby surface, and as you look up, you can see the indentation from where it was, but you look around more, you don't see a creature lurking in the shadows. It seems that it might just be paranoia that's getting to Tilly right now.
Yeah, you're all just paranoid right now. We're fine.
I mean, I trust my brother. That's fair. Okay, maybe we should keep pressing forward, Tilly. Are we pretty close?
We got about another 15 or so minutes worth of marching. She doesn't have devices or anything, but you watch as she takes the piece of stone that had fallen off of the wall, and she begins writing out in Gnomish just like a standard time calculation to make sure that she's also on pace. And you double check her math, and estimations are about 15 minutes based off of trajectories and the angles that you guys were traveling and the pace you were traveling. She does it rather quickly, seemingly done this many times before, as she begins just scraping over it once again to try and get rid of the light marks that have been indented in the wall.
Someone's gonna post it faster than I can, but I do the meme where it's that little blonde kid in front of the computer, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All right. Yeah, mad respect. All right, yeah. No, come on, guys, we gotta keep moving. We gotta get to them, make safe, talk, nap,
Right.
and then get to business.
As she ushers the party to keep moving, she begins dragging her hand along the side of the wall after about 10 or so minutes, feeling for disturbances along the smooth surface. As you guys descend even deeper into the Underdark, you feel the temperature down here shift. It's actually significantly warmer down here than what it is on the surface and what it was inside that Sharan temple, going from at the temple's level being about 40-50 degrees. Down here it's probably close to 60-70. It's rather warm.
Anybody else getting warm?
I'm always hot.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, Karlak.
I fix my collar hesitantly. Damn it. Okay.
After another 5 minutes, as she drags her hands along the surface, she stops. The party, as she looks at this wall, it looks like a standard addition to the camp, to the surface itself. It looks like it blends right in.
Oh, nice.
I would say anybody who wants to make an Arcana check. As she stares at the surface, you see a small grin come across her face.
Yep, I know exactly what she's looking at.
I mean, I'll take that.
As she looked at this wall. Oh no, you hone into the weave, and you look and you can see occasionally a ripple overcome this part of the wall as she takes her fist and smashes it 2 times against the wall. You hear a loud metal ting. Hey,
very nice.
It's Tilly. We can open up. You watch as this illusion disappears off the wall, and 2 very strong looking metal barriers seem to be standing in the way. You hear from behind the barriers, just in a monotonous, almost robotic tone, "Open," as in Gnomish, as the 2 sides of the wall open to reveal what looks to be some form of clockwork soldier.
I grip Athros and grit a squeal, and I'm like, Athros.
The figure takes 3 steps back, and turns to the side, allowing the party entry. A glowing red light emanating from where you assume the head and the appropriate mechanisms are on this creature. As it now that the illusion has been broken and the creature has moved, you hear an audible ticking noise from gear mechanisms moving. As this entryway opens, you look into this chamber, and you see this chamber itself is a hallway that's about 10 feet long, that leads into it, about 6, maybe 7 feet tall. Inside, beyond this hallway is another small, maybe larger, circular-like room, about 30 feet in diameter, with a small fire that had been going. You see two more deep gnomes that are huddled around the fire. Two of them male in appearance. They have a very similar appearance to Tilly herself. They have, instead of the traditional darker deep gnome skin that you kind of expect from a Underdark Surfneblin, you see that they're definitely a lot more pale, and it's unclear whether that's from genetics or from years of slavery or malnourishment, but their skin tone appears not quite white, but like an off-white, similar to kind of how the sheriff is right now, where he's traditionally a very dark skin tone. He's very pale at this point.
They hold like similar familial kind of facial features.
Yep, they have a very you can see that there is blood relative genes amidst them, is that you like look at them closely and you see that some of them like between the three of them, they have similar facial structures, not completely the same, but like there's very key aspects that like two of them share that one might not, but then two other features that one might share that another one doesn't. They're definitely family. Is the party going to enter this room? As Tilly would take a couple steps forward. But
I turn and I'm like, let's go, come on. And in Gnomish, I say, hail. And I have a kind of forlorn look. I have my face mask pulled down because I'm fucking hot. Because gnome family. I'm like, hail. We're no harm. Tilly, we owe Tilly an apology and a great debt, and we owe you an apology as the path that Tilly was scouting for is a no-go. But we can offer help. And I switched to common. This is my family. I'm Ono Itsu. That's my name. Please don't make there's no joke, I promise.
And like the two other deep gnomes would look at Tilly and then look at them, or like look at the party, and Tilly would like nod her head, and then you would see the two of them stand up. The first thing before anybody responds to you directly, you would see one of them look at the clockwork soldier, and he would say, "Go back into hiding." And you would hear the soldier once again activate, like going from what appeared to be a standby mode. It takes a few more steps forward, and it heads back down the hallway with its the shields that are in front of its body positioned outward. And then you just hear it utter the words monotonously, "Conceal," as it once again puts up an illusory image of the wall, blocking out any light that was out in the passageway itself. Not much, but as it seals you guys off. All of you, this is Quill and Zabane. In some way, we're all related, but in the time that's passed here, I think we're second generations of cousins now, and Zabane would kind of chime in. Something along those lines. Quill doesn't seem to talk. Quill seems to hang on at the fire a bit more. He's traditional Surfneblin appearance in that he doesn't have any hair. He has a bald head as he sits there, and he's like tampering with a piece of metal. You see that the tools that he seems to have out in front of him are very crudely constructed, seemingly from like stone and stick and whatever adhesive they could have. He has like a piece of cloth between the stone, the hammer, and the metal that he's like trying to bend into like a specific shape to muffle out the sound. This is our camp, Tilly would say. It's not permanent. It was originally supposed to be for at least maybe a couple hours. I told you that we're trying to escape from the Drow and their city. Yeah. Well, she would like look to Quill and Zabane. Like you said, we do have a predicament now. There is no way out through that Sharan temple anymore.
Yeah.
And like their faces immediately like go from whatever they were doing to like there's a sense of fear that kind of comes over them. Well, what are we gonna do, Tilly?
We got it. We'll figure it out. We're gonna help you guys as long as we can. We just need to rest. My family needs to rest. And once we rest, game plan, fresh start, get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you all. It's been a long trek for us too. We've been walking almost non-stop for the last couple days, and the Driders have been very close on our trail. I mean, we lost one of us on the way up here. They threw him off the scent, I suppose you could say, and we could tell that they're still behind us, but we had about a 2-hour lead, and they should be passing through here at any point. So here's to hoping that they're not very smart. At least not this time. And you would see like Zabane look to Quill, look at Tilly, and then look to all of you. They're not something we want to trifle with. Not right now.
No,
with all of you here, maybe we could take them, but not in your current state. And he like looks at all of you, and he sees like dried blood stains on like your clothes, like some on your armor, like Big Tune, like dripping on his like chest plate.
Yeah. The one thing I forgot to do, and I have not prestidigitated anybody.
Is this man over here going to be okay? Tilly would say as she like looks to the sheriff, who's been wandering with you this whole time. Yep, I'll be fine. I just need to get some food in me and take a breather.
Oh, that's right, the mayonnaise. I put the alchemy jar out in the middle. Anybody want mayonnaise?
Whether or not the rest of the party reacts, you would see Quill and Zabane. Their faces like light up with like the sight of any form of real food, and they like look to you for like approval before just like wanting to take it by like
I dump my rations. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's better if you warm it up, but here, go for it. And then I point out, sorry, this is rude. We're the broken, and I say the broken in Gnomish, so they understand it means the Gnomish word for broken, like opportunity. So like we're the broken. And I turn. I'm like, that's Ebrin, and Athros, and that's Big Tune, and that's Miris, and then this is the sheriff. Pleasure.
And to all of you, this is Quill. He doesn't talk much. Zabane, who's been talking this whole time, and I'm Tilly, as well you've gotten accustomed to. We're the Fleet o' Foot. We're the Fleet o' Foot clan. Or what's left of them that's not enslaved currently.
Well, it's, maybe those paths of us escaping and saving who and what's left will align.
Right. Well, you're right in what you say. We should take a breather and all of us get some rest and game plan in the morning. Or no, she like resists her impulse to like begin writing on the wall with like a bit of sharp stone. Well, when we all feel like getting up, I suppose.
I see that. I guess I pull paper out and like charcoal and just set it out and like I have extra. I got to do notes anyways. We had a rough battle. But Athros, blanket time. Everybody, heads up.
My blanket.
No, I'm down.
I just envision Athros with like 8 blankets on him.
Yeah.
Legit. That's why I'm like, I was about to prepare and turn around to the new people, and I'm like, hey, watch out, heads up, he's gonna do, and just he tossed blankets. Oh, in the tent?
Yeah, I've had a tent this whole time.
No, I know you had the tent, but you're gonna throw. All right, that's cool. All right, fair
I
enough.
threw it and it set itself up perfectly on the floor or the ground.
I love it.
Quite gorgeously.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things he does. Well, I mean, that and he's like literally the smartest person I've ever heard. Anywho, yeah, and I kind of like position. I put out our spread, or like literally all of my rations are given to them. And yeah, I help set up the camp. I set up everyone's bedroll and blanket unknowingly. Like I just do it.
As you watch Ono just set up shop for the evening, you would see that Tilly and Quill and Zabane they don't have any form of packs or anything like that. They had what was exactly on their person when they set out into the wilderness. Hence, you watch like as Quill and Zabane are just going ham on your mayonnaise.
I put my bedroll and my blanket down behind them, and I don't say anything. And I look at Tilly and I go, I mean, you guys can kind of split it if you spread it out enough. I'll be good. I'm good. I gotta do paperwork. I look at Ebrin, and I look at Big Toon, and then I look at Athros, and I look at Miras. I'm like, my family had a rough day today, and I'm sure yours did. And we kind of clean up. We look like crap. I prestidigitate everyone in the reverse order. I start with Miras, happily, and I'm like, Miras, you did a phenomenal job today, 100%. I move over to Athros and Big Toon, my big brothers and my knockout crew.
Oh, what? We don't get compliments, but Maris does?
I punch both of you in the knees. When you say that, I punch you in the knee. I smile at you warmly, and I hug your knee.
I fall to the ground and hold my knee like you broke my knee.
Yep, and I hug your knee. And I smile at Big Toon, and I'm like, yeah, 100%. You guys are the best. And I
Performance check.
Yeah, I don't buy it. No, not at all. I don't buy any of that. Sorry. And I walk over to Athros and Ebrin. Damn it, see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I walk over. I just warmly smile at you and like, the 9 hells should freaking be scared of you. And I prestidigitate you clean. I go and sit down and I take off my heavy cloak because it's hot. And I take off my heavy jacket because it's super hot. And I clean myself up in front of everyone. And my androgynous and more feminine features are more prominent tonight.
I do still want to cast Tiny Hut, just so that it is a more comfortable temperature.
That's fair.
I want to make it freezing cold now, actually.
Ooh. As soon as you do that, yeah, I look at you, I'm like, you're the best. You're the fucking best. I put my long shirt back on.
Continue casting.
I give you guidance so you do it literally like 30 seconds faster.
As the party gets ready to lay down for camp for the evening, I guess other than getting ready for sleeps and casting Tiny Hut, is there anything anybody wants to do?
Notes. thinking
Oh,
about
okay.
Char, plotting to kill that bitch.
I want to attune to the other cloak that I have. Sorry, the cloak of resistance.
Were you wearing that one?
I was wearing the cloak of resistance. I want to wear the cloak of dragon's breath.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Okay. So you'll be able to attune to that as you sit inside your domey bubble.
Can I? If you will allow me, with what material components I have left, can I write a spell scroll out tonight?
Yeah, I would say so.
Why
I
don't you take? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. I start drawing out the runes for a magic missile spell scroll.
Okay.
My dude essentially finds an area to get comfortable, passes out. It's having me do a saving throw. Constant.
It was
Are we
because
doing that or just ignore
10
it?
minutes had passed from your dancing lights.
Gotcha. Ignored.
Okay. Yeah, so as you get ready to lay down for the evening, you begin writing out the I would say you're able to, with your quill and ink that you have, put together a magic missile spell scroll. Single use.
Wait, no, that's perfect. That's all I need. Yeah, and I spend my free time doing that. And if Bictoon is asleep or playing cards or whatever, as soon as I finish the spell scroll, I slap it on the inside of his shield. And then I bed down for the evening in the crux of, like...
Wait.
What?
What? You gave me a... Oh, what now?
I wrote a spell scroll for Magic Missile, and I slapped it on the inside of your shield.
What will that... Does that just give me like an extra use of it?
You will effectively have a free use of of Magic Missile. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, because I already have it, but
No, that's the point. Yeah, that's the exact
cool.
point.
Making sure that we're on the same page.
And this is also leading into this is how I ploy God into being like, I need to do this for everybody. But yeah, no. As the first thing I do, I go and I finish it up, and I take what little adhesive I have in my kit, and I slap it on the inside of your shield. And if anybody's awake or anybody, I mean, like, I'm not being sneaky. I'm being Ono. Just prepping, keeping everybody prepared. And I'm like, we need to be better. I need to make sure everybody's stronger, because that's my job. And like I said, if anybody isn't awake, I bed down in the crux of like your like Bictoon's and Aethros's like bodies, and put my spellbook across my chest and chill.
All right. Miris, was there anything you were gonna do before bed?
Nope, I don't have anything.
Okay. As the party will successfully be able to take a long rest, you would hear occasionally, like, between Tilly and Zabane and Quill, them kind of taking turns checking on the wall that is illusory, listening for any possible sign of the Driders that are hunting them. They'll rotate throughout the night, but or night / insert period of time here.
Because we're underground.
But yeah, you'll be able to recover all your health, and it resets all your spell slots. And as the party begins to wake up whenever they wake up. I would say probably between 6-7 hours pass total.
With my guy being who he is, I
Yep.
would probably wake up first. Is this like an actual underground town, or is this just like a few dozen people who are just hiding?
This is 3 people who are hiding.
Okay, never mind. I
Yeah,
misread
it's
that.
a 30 foot like diameter hole in the side of a wall. Natural in structure. You can tell it wasn't dug out recently, but they're literally just hiding out here with the soldier blocking the way, so that way they won't be found.
I guess I will read one of my books. And just wait till everyone's up to get on.
All right. As the party begins to wake, I would say maybe it'd be between. Ibram would be reading his book. He would see that at some point, Tilly, Quill, and Zabane, as they wake up, would be beginning to make marks on the side of one of the walls, with a cross between using, like, they alternate depending on trying to set color and make like textured surface, between using stone and then like some like darkened dirt or something on the ground, or even taking like a bit of oil from like where what the Clockwork Soldier is like emanating out, to like just basically create a map on the side of the wall. And as the party awakens, you see the 3 of them are kind of gathered around, mumbling to themselves, like you're not really sure what they're saying at the distance that you are from them, but they're currently huddled around the side of one of the walls.
I crawl over Big Tune. I'm assuming Miris would be on the other side. I crawl over Big Tune. Crawl over Big Tune. Hey, Miris. Miris, are you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Okay, well, you're obviously awake now. Sorry. Sorry. How's your hand? Is your hand okay?
Yeah, it's fine right now. It hasn't bothered me since after our previous battle.
Did that scroll burn your hand and then appear, or was it like your hand burned and then the scroll appeared?
My hand was burning and then the scroll appeared.
Wild. Did you read the scroll? I kind of like lean in, like kind of quietly, like coyly, like, did you read the scroll?
I didn't take a good look at it just yet.
Oh, well, no pressure. I was just wondering if like it was dangerous or something you had to read, like, one of those special things. Like, I don't want to peer into your religion or deity, patron. I don't know how you prefer it. No, I don't want to be rude. I just, we're accepting of all faiths here,
Oh no, I'm totally cool with all that.
No, you don't need to say my name. I know. It's cool. Gotcha. I poke your shoulder. as mess with you. Sorry. I don't know if you're cool with physical contact either. Sorry. That might be I don't know if it's a tiefling thing. Sorry.
Nah, I'm fine with it.
Okay, cool. Sorry. No, I mean, no pressure. If you want to read it, we got your back, If you don't want to read it, also, additionally, we still have your back.
Well, it sounds good to me. Yeah, I think I'll just wait until we get out of here before I read it.
Honestly, that's a super smart decision. I hand you a mayonnaise-covered ration. Breakfast?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. All right, everybody get the sleep out of your eyes. What are you guys drawing over there? I like walk over to the family fleet of foot.
Well, we're beginning to look at what our options are to get out of here.
I log like as best cartography. I channel my Gebetto moment. I'm like, I gotta draw this perfectly. To try to copy this map to the best of my ability.
Yeah, as you look, you see that there appears to be a couple different layers. There's a top layer that seems to represent the surface to the best of their knowledge. You see, like, alongside this image, there's, like, sprawling out of, like, math, essentially, gnomish math, to determine where they are in the Underdark right now. To the best of your knowledge, and from what they show on the, and what they show in their work, you seem to be somewhere between Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, like, in correlation to the surface. As you look at the map, you see that they seem to have two different pathways, one of which leads farther to the east, that seems to lead down back towards the what did I have a name for that? Give me 1 second.
We were doing something in Goodmead, y'all. I mean, we kind of need to go back to Goodmead.
You see that
But we also have 3 party members.
In that general area, right? No,
Right, but
Bryn'Shander.
we got Kneat, Irini, and Spit, and Bryn'Shander, and
Yeah.
our tank and bears is in Goodmead.
Yeah, so the closer we are to that middle split. Sorry, go ahead, Dakota, my bad.
Ah, it's okay. You see that written as the pathway ventures farther to the east, underneath the spine of the world. You see that there is a marking, and written in Gnomish, you see the name Mienzo Canis, which seems to be the Drow city deep below in the Underdark of the north here. You see a pathway ventured more south than anywhere else. I'm going to mark actual maps, things on the map here, so that way I have them. Just want a free draw, dang it.
I know. When life won't let you free draw. Legit thought that's okay, cool. I was only a couple squares off.
Yeah, I gotta draw both.
I was thinking like somewhere here-ish. Wicked.
I want to ask these. It's like, how far underground do you think we are?
I mean, I probably would have be doing my, not that, man, if I had keen mind at this moment, I probably would have been doing my due diligence to at least measure, not that I'm a dwarf and this is first edition where I can know how deep we're going. But yeah, I probably would have measured, we were going like bi-hourly, how many footsteps we were walking. Like I know how much I can walk on a distance. I probably would have metered or measured some degree of that. I would have licked a stone and figured it out. Oh, it's called sunblight. That's sexy.
There's sunlight there, and then I gotta freaking draw another one. It's not going the way I want it to, these stupid text boxes.
Damn text boxes. We got somebody got a teleportation spell? Anybody?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, that's a good. We can work with maybe. mindlessly thumbing through my spell book, knowing that I don't have a teleportation spell. Not that I'm adding more to God's Plate. I do have that one rogue spell from the cube.
Right.
Like, I have no idea what this does. We'll save it for another day.
Have you
I don't think you've
transcribed
taken
that?
time to investigate that either yet.
The last thing I did with it, no, yeah, to answer if Ebron is asking me or if Jonathan's asking me, the last thing I did with it, I put it physically in my spell book, like I attached it to a page. I did not transcribe it. I just placed it in my book, because at the time the description that God gave me when I was negotiating it was kind of like this is a old magic that far beyond exceeds my current knowledge, and I was like, we're gonna sip coffee with this one later. So I just placed it in my my tome.
Gotcha.
But believe me, I oh no, in my head canon is like I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay.
Just saying, we do have a rogue in the party that's from ancient, pretty much. But,
Anyway,
Mhm.
yeah. So as you look off on the map that they have, a surface level map being visible, you see that it's a few days march down into the spine of the world would be the Drow encampment of Menzo Knies, and further south, almost a straight shot down from East Haven, about, I would say, maybe just under half of the distance to Menzo Knies would be Sunblight, which written underneath it, they don't seem too keen on heading there, but it's an option that they have as they continue to converse amongst themselves. Well, we have two options if the Sharan Temple is if the Sharan Temple's gone. And I don't like either of them, if I'm being honest.
It's there. It's just the exit is closed permanently.
The amount of time it would take us to try and dig our way out of there, we may as well just venture to one of these locations and risk ourselves.
I say tongue in cheek. Anybody know a druid? Sorry.
Our abilities to get through here are going to be rather slim pickings. And you like,
yeah.
Tilly kind of looks at Quill and Sabine. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed something.
No, not you. Sorry, it's just you threw a curve. Sorry, Ben threw a curveball. Sorry, go ahead, God. Sorry.
All right, you're fine. She points to Sunblight on her little map. And be about, I would say, if we make good speed and we forego resting as long as we can, we could probably get to Sunblight in about a day's worth of time. It's not an ideal option. It's Duragar. It's the biggest fortress in the north here for the Duragar that extends from the Underdark all the way up to the surface. I'm not a big fan of this option because the Sunblight clan and the Fleet of Foot clan don't exactly get along. They're kind of the reason why we're enslaved by the Drow, so it wouldn't be a great reunion with them.
There. I mean, it's
But if we can successfully navigate Sunblight, the fortress that it is, and ascend, it'll take us all the way to the surface. But that's provided we can get through all of the Duragar, among other creatures that inhabit that thing. Option number 2 would be we turn tail and we head back towards Menzo Knies. I'm not saying I enjoy that, but
no, because that's
I know
like straight up bad guy city. I mean, for you.
Yeah. But I've also seen our higher leveled officials in our wonderful Drow city using spells that are of conjuration and transmutation in nature that'll take them where they need to go. We could probably steal one of their staves and get ourselves out of here. So, our options are fighting our way through a fortress or sneaking our way into a Drow city.
I mean...
And I guess that's not the only options we have. They're just the closest ones. The other options would entail us heading northward towards the Ragged Glacier. I know there's a way up there, but that's easily a week's worth of time spent traveling, and I don't know if you have enough rations for that, and I don't know if that's the best option for everyone. And she looks at the sheriff, who's like, he's recovered quite a bit, and he's like physically, like he has more color in his face, but his wounds still haven't like fully healed. Like they'll take some time, given how deep they were in the magic nature of them.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of mayonnaise, but I don't know if that's gonna sustain us forever. I mean, we have wild ideas. I can clearly see Aethros is chewing on his knuckle.
No, we got options.
No, I mean, we have options.
Lots and lots of options.
Ridiculous options that I kind of, on a weird plane of existence, Aethros. I'm looking at you, and I love your brain. I love your brain. Okay. All right. Wild idea. This is a wild idea. I don't know whether. I don't know whether to ask this in. Yeah, I mean, legit. Okay. Normal.
As I summon a psionic dagger just floating in my hand, spinning it around.
Okay. Option. I'm gonna say that's our option B. Our option A. We go and try to do a diplomatic approach with the Sunblight clan. I'm clanless. This might go over weird. Maybe they've worked with my former associates in the past. Maybe they are in the same vein as, like, hey, we have a representative of the opposing god to Star. Hey, maybe, we got a big ass lion and a sick, tiefling. We got a lot of options. Anyways, option 2B.
So we go to. Saying you're clanless, but you have.
I don't have a gnomish clan. But you guys are my family, so I claim you guys as my clan. You're my clan. When I tell people, when I tell normal people, and I look at the gnomes, you guys are just gnomes. Sorry, it's in a positive way, like weird normal. Sorry. When I talk to normal, like regular people, you guys, tall people, you guys are my clan. When I talk to gnomes, it's like it's a societal kind of thing. Like, I don't have a normal last name. I am Ono Itsu of the Broken when I talk to people. That's our family.
Sounds like you got a clan to me.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what you guys aren't gnomes, but if I could, it's not a bad thing. That's why I say you guys are my family.
We're just those normal people.
Clan.
No, you are my clan.
So if you do find a clan, then are we not going to be your family?
No, you are my clan. No, you are my clan. You're my
intelligence check.
Yeah, good. I know.
Aethros is going to see if he believes you or follows that logic.
Nat 20 right now. Yeah, that was so close.
Nope, he doesn't follow you. He's like, no, as soon as you find a clan, you're going to be done with us. I don't believe you.
Hold on. Let me give you, wait, hold on, because we're doing, like, give me, like, 2 seconds to just do a charisma check. You jerk. You are my clan. When I tell anybody you're my brother, it's earnest. It's truthful. I look at the gnomes. These are my family. This is my family. And if we're trying to protect your family and save our butts, we talk to this other clan with my clan. These are my brothers. And my sister's up top with our goblin footmen.
I don't follow the
archer.
logic, but I trust you.
What about the statue girl in your pocket?
Don't talk about. That's not cool. She's not a statue.
You're
And it's
carrying
in
a
my
statue of a
bag.
girl in your pocket. You would hear
It's
you would hear
it's in
Tilly
my-
chime in.
It's really weird.
Hilly, it's not weird. It's okay. First, she's
Is
not in my pocket. She's in the bag. Secondly, she was a real person. This is super complicated, Tilly. I can't. This is.
You turned a person into a statue?
I did not. Oh, first of all,
And made her smaller too.
I lack that arcana. I lack that arcane prowess. Though that would be wicked awesome. So no, I did not do it. But I did condone it.
Have you ever
as
heard of a woman named Hay?
Hadroon.
Um,
My pronunciation. Sorry, I'm speaking in Gnomish. Hadroon. Sorry.
no, it doesn't ring a bell. Are they
Fair.
someone who's supposed to be significant?
The Winter Witch.
She's like Oral, but worse. Do you know who that is?
Oral, the Frost Maiden. The person
Yeah.
who
Yeah,
cut a lot of us off from the rest of the world. Even in
Yeah.
the Underdark.
exactly.
Damn, her effect really it seeps down all the way here.
Well, something that I'm wondering if it'll work in our favor, and it relies a lot on you, is if we go to Medzoknis, there's a large portion of the city that's been cut off from the other, from her spell.
Oh.
So we might be able to bargain or you guys bargain or something. I don't know whether you'll lie or tell the truth.
Well,
But-
I mean, no. I mean, that's like no.
You
That's
might-
actually pretty good. That's a Tilly. I go for a fist bump. You may not know this custom. Sorry, topside fist bump. We do the little bump. Anywho, no, that's a good idea.
As you go in for his fist bump, she meets it with the trend. She puts her palm out to make it a turkey.
Yeah. You know what?
It's similar
Matters.
but different.
No, it's respect. It's fair. No, we're down for that. That kind of actually makes sense. I mean, we have a wild idea of going back up to Shar's temple and kind of like, we brought up the girl in the bag. Hey, how good are you holding your breath for at least 5 to 10 minutes? And then some of my family member walks through the stone. But that's like a wild idea. We have options. I'm just saying we have options.
I mean,
Or would
both
you
of them
guys
have
like to
their-
kill a bunch of?
We're also pretty proficient, mercenaries and sellswords. I watched Miris blow a dude's head, not head, but it was like an upper neck chest area off.
I was gonna say, you watched Miris blow a dude?
No, not like that. No, but
Oh,
Miris
gross.
used their awesome blade to blow a chunk of this dude's neck off.
So you watched Miris blow a dude. It's what I'm
That's
hearing.
not. Don't be rude. Tilly
him so
might
much.
not
Wait,
understand that.
what do you think of? Am I saying something else? I
Yes,
don't know.
Tilly might not understand that nomenclature in common.
He
Tilly, please don't
blew a
understand. that.
dude. He blew a hole in a dude.
Yeah.
I don't get what you're saying.
Well, in reference, it was more of an explosionary kind of eruption, like a bursting kind of thing. Why are you smiling more?
I'm not.
You're holding your mouth.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Menzoknis it's about 2/3 of what it could be, and they've been trying to get through the ice, but whatever they chisel through resets every time we assume a day passed, returning it to its former self, so they can't make any progress because of whatever Oral's doing on the surface. If we go the Sunblight route, I mean, I haven't been there before, and there's been a lot of talk amongst our people that somewhere inside Sunblight Fortress is a lift that'll take you almost all the way up to the top. And it's a long trip. It's very tense, I'm sure, given that you don't know what might be coming, but it could take you possibly all the way up to surface level. I don't know where, somewhere in the spine of the world, south of East Haven, but I guess the choice is yours, or whatever you guys feel comfortable with. We won't be able to survive either trip by ourselves, so we're kind of relying on you for some muscle, if that's okay.
No, that's totally fair. I mean, literally.
Ithro starts flexing.
Yeah, look at it. They're straight up. Look at his thumb is ridiculous. Have you seen the way he holds cards? Anyways, yeah, no. I do like the fact that the distance is shorter with the drow, but that lift situation is kind of sweet, but it's super far away and it's kind of a big distance.
Actually,
I'm gonna pull out a coin in my pocket, and heads we go this way, tails we go this way. 1 is heads, 2 is tails.
So what's 2 is Sunblight?
Was 2 Sunblight or 2? Okay.
I look at you and I go, you know what? That's a pretty damn good course of action. Anybody disagree? I hear literally no objection from my family.
There's a moment you feel like you hear a cricket going somewhere, but you look around and you're very unsure as to, 1, why there would be a cricket this far north, and 2, how it got this far down.
Fleetfoot clan, the Broken are at your disposal. It looks like we are going to make our way to Sunlight Fortress.
We're not dying. We're not disposable here, but yes.
I didn't say we're disposable. We're badasses. We're the Broken. Our name is spoken of in at least 2 towns on the surface, in good standing. You did say that rude shit to that one guard, but I digress.
Well, if you can get us through Sunblight, I'll take your word over pretty much anything else. Sunblight's gonna be something. We'll have to talk our way through some dwarves.
Well, do you want to go through the other one? I'm tired of standing here.
I don't really care which way we go as long as we survive.
Honestly, Big Tune, do you have Athros?
What?
Anybody? What? I mean, anybody?
No, I'm fine with whatever. And if you do die, I'll just revive you, so don't worry.
I mean,
that's only temporary.
I don't ever really worry. I'm not worried.
Well, I was doing first 1 to 3, and now it's literally tied 2-2.
Ebron, can you stop flipping coins? Like, why? What the hell?
We're going to Sunblight.
Okay, that was fine.
Out of 3.
That's fine. I think honestly the initial coin flip was perfect. Why are we flipping coins?
Because that's a coin.
So I mean that is a coin. Why is your gold piece so much cleaner than you know what? I don't want to know why.
Well, we're settled then. We will make our way to Sunblight Fortress and pray we survive long enough to make it to the surface. Accompanying us will be our clockwork soldier who's been guarding our wonderful entrance, so we'll have a little bit more backbone when we get there, but let's hope we survive, because I don't want this to all be in vain. As Tilly begins preparing what little she has to get ready to go, cleans off her daggers and puts them in their sheaths. You see Quill and Zabane ready themselves with whatever they could grab before they left Menzo Canis, which isn't much. They would begin getting ready to undo the illusion at the end by the clockwork soldier. You see the radiating red light at the end of the hallway on its head-like structure. As the party begins to pack up their things and begin to set out, following Tilly and the group into the Underdark even further. I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Whoop whoop.